I don't think I can convey to you guys how hype I am for these episodes due to the amount of comments I've received from you guys saying how hype these are and already how hype it's been. Like, it's already been amazing, and you guys are saying it only gets better. I don't understand how. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius back at it again with Black Clover, episode 114. This one is called The Final Invaders. We are in the Shadow Palace. It is Asta, Mimosa versus Rhya. We had Noelle. I don't know where Nozzle is. I don't think I've seen him. Maybe I just forgot. But it's Noelle versus Fana, Marileona versus Veto, and Kaiser versus Fuegolian. Now, Marileona and Fuegolian had a little flashback about their childhood, about their raising, about the Crimson Lions, all that, and how they both need to be there for each other in order to make each other stronger, and their rivalry has only led to, like, it's crazy. And so them going against Veto and Kaiser, so good. Oh my god, that ending gives me chills just thinking about it. I'm ready to find out what happens. I'm letting you guys know because I'm doing 2 episodes in 1 episode now in terms of 1 video. I am going to be watching the opening for the first time in forever because I've been skipping this opening, so I'm gonna watch it. Very curious. We should have a new opening and the next one. Oh, I forgot what that means, because this technically, not this episode, but the next episode is the last episode of this opening, the full length, which is normally available for the first and last opening. Okay, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. This little bunch of episodes and the next little bunch of episodes, the full length, which is normally available as a tier on Patreon, are going to be available for free for you guys because it's a new opening and the end of this opening. Very excited. So enjoy that full length. If you guys want to consider keeping that for the future, check out that Patreon. It's a really good time over there. Other than that, The Final Invaders is what this episode is called. I am super excited. Don't forget, if you guys want early access and full length like I was just talking about, check out that Patreon. Super good time over there. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you guys always know when I post over here on the Dapper channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you guys could follow all the social medias, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, all at DapperDarius, it'd be much appreciated, you guys. Let's hop into this. Black Clover, episode 114, The Final Invaders. Let's do this. Right back into the good stuff. Oh, I didn't realize Noelle and Fana were already at it. A perfect little matchup, fire and water. Her Valkyrie armor is so fast. Took out one of her wings, took out her other wing. Oh my god, go Noelle. Let's go, Missy. If that was sharp enough, that could have cut someone in half. That design. Oh, it looks so good. Valkyrie armor. The Valkyrie armor? Sea Dragon's Roar? Oh! The shockwave exploded all those rocks. That's how powerful it was. Is the top half of her body literally gone? Can she regenerate her limbs with fire? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I love that spirit beam attack Mimosa does. That is so cool. But Rhya, especially Lira and Rhy's body, is so OP. Way to go, my boy. Taking a couple of hits for the lady. Gotta do what we gotta do. Oh my god. Just this aesthetic, the setting alone with all these different environments because of Rhya is so sick. Look at them. Constantly healing Asta while he's out there fighting like crazy. Reminds me of Deku in season 4. My hero, you know what I'm talking about. What? Is that the boy Yuno? That's the boy Yuno. My man got a whole squad of magic knights with him that he came and helped out. We haven't seen him since him and Asta separated, right? Oh my god, look at the goat. Oh my god, Soul's there? We have so many. The guy from Hotch? He's beautiful. Sugoi. That's all she needed to hear. That's the nicest compliment you could say to her. Her food is amazing. The magic stone. It's reopening it because that's where the template is that has the rest of Nero's going in. I don't want to pause it because it's not like a big thought, but Nero has been a low-key thing. I know Nero's gonna be something deeper. I haven't been like super spoiled on it, but I know Nero's deeper than Nero seems. And Nero's always the anti-magic bird who's always searching out the magic stones, finding them. I doubt Nero's on Licht or Patry's side or anything like that, like the elf side, but I need to know what Nero's doing. I'm so curious. Because they show him too many times. And we have Charmy and Belle. Obviously Belle's coming, but Charmy's coming with us. So, for some reason, the Shadow Palace always separates you, no matter how you came together. Oh, she made it to Rhyll's area. Well, you can help us out against Rhyll. We kind of need you, Charmy. Even Lira in Rhyll's body can't find the perfect art, you know? That's the thing about being an artist. Hey. I respect it. Okay, you literally just drew those. Like, come on, what do you... Oh! Now, we were just talking about Yuno giving her the ultimate compliment and what you can do for Charmy. That's the ultimate disrespect. Strike of the sleeping sheep. You think that monster's got anything on our sleeping sheep? What was that chill? Please be going Super Saiyan. Please be going Super Saiyan. Yes. Okay. Jason, if you're watching this, this is for you. I'm assuming this is what you were talking about. Since when did Charmy turn into Loki and has fucking Fenrir at our back? What the hell? To a human and a dwarf? No wonder she's so short. She's part dwarf? There's a dwarf race in this? Oh, I gotta meet him. I'm trying to see some dwarfs. They also had special skills. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's... Food magic, glutton's banquet. So she has cotton and food magic separately? Because she's a hybrid of part human, part dwarf? That's OP. Charmy's so fire. Look at brolic ass Charmy. Super Saiyan Charmy. It's for the fiber, the collagen, the sodium. Hey, she's a real one. Charmy came in and saved the day. Is that Rhya and Patry? And who else versus Yuno? I haven't seen some light sword since the goat himself died, and I don't want to see him again, so I'm curious how this is gonna turn out. Ooh, 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 man's over here so fast, and he's hushed. Hey, you want to talk about speed? He was able to get that? Oh my god! Yeah, I was just about to say, and it probably was just me, so that's why I didn't say anything. But who is Ronne? Like, who is the elf? Who is the body that the elf Ronne is inhabiting? Because I was trying to think who's quiet like this. I can only think of N, who I swear N is on our side, and I can only think of Gordon, who Gordon's also not reincarnated. So I was like, who is Ronne? I could totally just be lost and not thinking about it. I might look it up, but I don't want to spoil myself. So I'm just gonna, hopefully you guys can tell me. Or they'll tell us. I feel so lost right now. What kind of magic was that? Did he open a hole in Rhya's stomach? What? How is it gonna end right here? Alright, this is exactly where we ended last episode. And this is the last episode of this opening, so I'm going to watch it for the first time here, guys. I actually remember some parts of this watching this for the first time. Like, I remember I love the cuts of the shadows and the light source and stuff like that. The artistic choices in Black Clover openings are always... I love the colors with each character in their own. Noelle's blue, Gauche is purple like his grimoire, all that shit. I could see how this could be a total big spoiler. Yeah, against Fana and everything. Yeah, I could see how this could be a spoiler. Yeah, this is so dope though. Rhya's been thinking that this whole time? That's the disloyalty. Wow, that's deep in and of itself. Faith, hope, and love. Uh-huh. Yep, and with... Oh, this is the title from the first episode. A demon. I remember they said... Oh my god. So that's what was possessing Ronne, or that body, whatever. What the hell is going on? Even Patry is nervous as shit. Oh my god! Oh, I've seen him in pictures all over Black Clover. His design is super dope, but also super weird. Really? The whole time. You got played. How does it feel? Yeah, literally a fool. Shouts out to Yuno for the clutch save and the reaction time, but he can just return any magic? My word, soul magic? I know, what the fuck does that mean? Talk about timing. Talk about timing. With the vines to hold us down. Descend nice and steady. Mimosa is my wife. I love this woman. Oh, you can just... That word, soul magic. Okay, Gilgamesh. Yes. So you can literally get stabbed in the face and die. This guy is actually Gilgamesh right now. And he can force them to the ground. This man is crazy. So my question is, obviously we're getting a lot of answers and a lot of developments, as we say, plot twists, but my question is, because this whole time we were waiting on Licht to be fully reincarnated back into that body, like he was still somewhat asleep, you know, and he was fighting Asta and Yuno, so I'm wondering why he was fighting Asta and Yuno if he didn't have hatred. Maybe he still does, because that's been the story the whole time, is there's hatred for the humans. Humans did this. But if he was actively interfering with this demon's reincarnation, and I don't even know if it was active, like he could have been just doing it not knowing that he was interfering. I'm so curious. I'm assuming we're gonna get answers, but I'm so curious what's gonna happen with this new revelation with Licht now. Is Licht gonna come back and be good, or is Licht gonna come back and be bad? Because back in the day, you know, we only hear good things about Licht. Licht was only an amazing elf and gracious soul, you know, so I'm curious. All false goals. Exactly. So much death and destruction for nothing. Neatly leading the other fools after you. Bro, his design with the black in his body and with the eyes and teeth and everything. They fit a demon look so much. With the horns. Like, honestly, if someone were to tell me, hey, what does a magically inclined demon look like? I would say this guy. And we have Rodez and Valtos just cowering. Yes. Yeah, you thought you had revenge? No, this... Asta and Yuno, no matter what you do to them, they're never gonna give up. That's such a weird thing, because I saw it was on my Discord. I never really used it as a Q&A because it wasn't really a Q&A. But there was a Q&A for Black Clover that says his theory. Shout out to Ethan if you're watching this. I'm assuming you are. That he said, so, you know, because Yuno was the only one able to retain his conscious as an elf reincarnation. And Yuno, this is what Ethan says to a T verbatim. Ethan, shouts out to you. He says, Yuno has the wind attribute, but can use weapons as well as swords, bows, similar to Licht. So maybe the soul that reincarnated into Yuno's body is the unborn son of Licht and Tetia. And because that soul's an infant, that's why Yuno's able to, you know, keep his consciousness and stuff like that. And he kind of just said, this is my theory. Do you agree with this? So it's not really a Q&A, not really asking me a question. But I obviously read it and I thought about it, but I just thought that would be sort of like a thing that's kind of in the background, something we could think about. Never really confirmed. A lot of Easter eggs like that, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Harry Potter, stuff like that. We could just think about it. But Rhya's thinking it as well, especially with the wind attribute from Tetia. You know, that's very interesting. Oh, they come together for a cyclone of chaos. He probably... Oh, he did cut him. And he can just say it, and it happens. I have a meddlesome comrade who dwells within. Meddlesome comrade? He said, you may have that grimoire. I'm going to take this one. Whatever he says happens. Oh, that shot. The final state of an elf who's overflowing with malice? A dark elf, okay. There have, in a lot of iterations of elves and fantasy works, there are a lot of times dark elves. That's not lying. So, I thought this would be similar to Seven Deadly Sins, whereas this demon entity would be a higher rep demon and or archdemon and or demon king. Those are just terms I've heard throughout animes and stuff like that. But it seems, and he still could be a higher up demon or a different class of demon. But the fact that he's talking, he said my comrade, and he's talking in his head about this other demon that Asta's been dealing with since episode 1, makes me really question the demon with Asta's motives. Because I always assumed maybe it was this demon who, but he was talking about, hey, if you don't take over that body soon, you'll die along with him, which makes me wonder, why hasn't he taken over the body earlier? Why has he allowed Asta to use demon powers for good? What is this demon's intentions? I'm just like, there's so many This is answering a lot of questions, which is lovely. I love it. Don't you guys fret about that. But it's causing so many more questions. I have no idea, man. And this is what we don't want. He's on the move, ready to go rule the world as he sees fit. And we have to deal with Patry. So this is what we're gonna do. We have our ultimate main bad guy, but now we have to deal with Demon fucking Patry. Ooh, I thought the episode was gonna end right there. Okay, get right back into it. Okay. Good moves, you know? Solid moves. Solid evasion with Asta with the support coming in from his back. Nope. Oh my, he was not only able to stop his attack, turn around, and grab his sword and defend by the time Asta was able to get there. Oh, it's only getting worse. This is getting worse by the minute, I swear to God. Oh, with the ending with his eyes and just, oh, that was such a good ending. Oh my God. So those episodes, absolutely fantastic. That opening, super good. Visually, the song's pretty good. Not my favorite. Black Clover has some banger songs. Visually, amazing. I love a lot of the symbolism in the showings. I could tell why you guys would say kind of spoilery though. I understand, so I'm glad I watched it at the very end. But I will say, these episodes, fantastic. I love where we're going with this arc. It does raise a lot of questions though. I'm just gonna kind of go over my points that I want to talk about, and then we will move on. But first thing I gotta say, I'm gonna talk about episode 114, Fana versus Noelle. Noelle, I love the Valkyrie armor. I love the design. I love how she said normally I hold back, which is just because her magic is so fucking strong. But because we're going against Fana, we didn't want to hold back, and we finally got an example of what Sea Dragon's roar could do if Noelle wasn't holding back. It literally bit the top half of her body off. Her body was cut in half in Black Clover. But because she's OP, she can use forbidden magic to flame, robe, heal, literally her body, which is in pure insanity. She is very, very, very strong. But another person who's very, very, very strong is Rhya. And Rhya with that paint magic. I love how Lira, who's taking over Rhea's body, even though he's filled with hate to destroy humans, and the best way to do that would be obviously be monsters and things that are so filled with malice. But I love how deep down Lira even had a point of saying, like, even though I'm so angry and I hate these humans so much, I don't want to be drawing, I don't want to be painting these things, you know, these abominations. I want to paint something prettier and happier, you know, like deep down, even though they have a lot of anger and vengeance in their heart, they aren't angry or bad people. Elves, I should say, you know? Just very interesting thinking about that duality and stuff like that. But Charmy, who went into this area with Yuno, I love how Yuno was like amazing, and she like in love with that. But Charmy, who came in and was disrespected by Lira, went Super Saiyan and is part dwarf. She is part dwarf, part human. So because of that, hybrids can have two magical attributes. And so she has cotton and food magic. I'm curious which side is which, like where she got her cotton, where she got her food magic from. But with that transformation, her shape became a wolf who was gluttonous to the max and could eat magic that she can absorb, which is so strong. Oh my God, that is so crazy cool. I can't even lie to you. I can't lie to you. That is so crazily cool. But then who is Ronne? That's my question. Like, obviously Ronne is the demon who just used his entire plan, let us know everything, and took over. But was Ronne someone before and he was impersonating him? Who was Ronne? If you guys could answer me that, like, if that's something I missed, I would love to know. If that's something that, you know, like, that's just one of their deep friends that he's been imitating this whole time, is super interesting. But I really do thoroughly enjoy the plot. Like, you guys low-key did this entire thing for nothing. The humans did nothing. It was all me all along. Yes, I manipulated the humans too. Yes, they still did fuck up, but it was all because of me. And the whole forbidden magic at the end wasn't licked, so Patry thinking he was like keeping on Lick's will in terms of the reincarnation was actually this demon the entire time. So Patry was used as a fool and a pawn on a multitude of occasions, and it's actually crazy that this lasted over 500 years. And like, I love the realization from Dornez, who was so disappointed that he felt like a pawn, and then he looks over at Patry, who's currently hung up being like crucified by the metal spikes from the demon. He's like, oh damn, even Patry got fucked up, man. This is kind of a fucked up situation. So kind of crazy. But we learned some lore information, as in how a 5-leaf grimoire is born. That's when a 4-leaf grimoire goes through nothing but despair and malice, and it turns into a 5-leaf one. And I love how the demon said the same line that we've heard since the first episode. You know, the 3 branches of the clover are faith, something, and faith, love, and hope, something along that. The 4th one resides luck, and the 5th one resides a demon. I still remember hearing that from the first episode for the first time, and I was so hyped. And the fact that we're 115 episodes deeper and I'm still even more hype, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lovely thing. So I am curious how this fight and everything's gonna play out. I'm curious where Lick's gonna play into this. I love the animation, love the design of the enemies, loving the story aspect so far. If you guys are enjoying as well, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that bell so you guys always know when I post over here on the Dapper channel. Follow all the social medias, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, all that jazz. Don't forget to drink some water, be safe, tell someone you love them. Have a great day, Dapper Squad. Peace.